India's biggest bank robbery for 94 crore rupees without any guns or bloodshed. And more interestingly, the bank had no clues whatsoever even 2 days after this robbery. An unfortunate but fascinating series of events that I'm going to unfold for you. The victim of this robbery, Cosmos Bank, India's oldest bank, 120 years old.
पुणे के कॉस्मोस बैंक में 96 करोड़ की लूट हुई है.
11th of August 2018, Saturday, 5 p.m. A customer of Cosmos Banks called the bank and says to bank that, hey, right now I am withdrawing money from an ATM machine and in my account, your system is showing crores of rupees in my account while my bank account should only have 1.5 lakh rupees. The bank official checks the account of that customer and sees that in the bank system there is absolutely no problem, and because it is a Saturday 5 p.m. he's hurrying into going back to home. He wants to leave the bank at the right time. What he tells the customer is that either the ATM machine has got a glitch or you have lost your mind. But do you know what? Actually, the robbery was planned just because of this reason for a Saturday 5 p.m. because Sunday the next day there is a holiday in the bank, and if you do the robbery at Saturday 5 p.m. bank's officials are likely to be in the hurry and the matter is less likely to be investigated at that particular moment. And as a result of this ignorance, next day on Saturday, 92 crores were stolen from this bank. 80 crores was stolen through the ATMs throughout that Sunday of 12th of August, and the remaining 14 crores were stolen using the SWIFT methodology. Next day, Monday 13th of August 2018, SWIFT actually calls the Cosmos Bank and tells them that there are 3 large SWIFT transactions that has happened, totaling worth close to 14 crore rupees, and that money has gone into one of the Hong Kong's banks, Hang Seng Bank's accounts. The same Monday 13th of August, Visa Card also calls Cosmos Banks and tell them that over the weekend close to 78 crore rupees were withdrawn from ATMs, and that is a very irregular ATM withdrawal activities that has happened in the past in the Cosmos Bank accounts. Likewise, RuPay Bank platform also calls the Cosmos Banks and tell them that there are close to 2.5 crore rupees of ATM transactions that has happened over the weekend, which is very irregular number of transactions. Bank officials start to check their system, and what they see is that there are no ATM transactions done over the weekend, there are no SWIFT transactions done, and they are now really scratching their heads. But they get really suspicious this time. Daya, kuch to gadbad hai. So next day, Tuesday 14th of August, bank officials reach to Pune's Chatur Shringi police station and lodge an FIR, case number 366. A special investigation team of 7 members is formed, which is led by Jyoti Priya Singh, Deputy Commissioner of Pune at that time. Under the leadership of Jyoti Priya Singh, the investigation Maharashtra police has done is no less than like a Bollywood movie. The team studied approximately 9 lakhs of mobile calls and SMS messages, thousands of hours of CCTV camera recordings, and lakhs of ATM transactions to get to 18 suspects of this case. These 18 people were arrested and they were taken to Pune's Yerawara jail, and there were a lot of information that was gathered from these people, but they revealed their Aka's name, their boss's name, which is Sumer Yusuf Sheikh. Around 3,000 logs of this name was found in police's record. And now police needs to find that exactly Sumer Yusuf Sheikh who has done this robbery. After a lot of investigations, Pune's team narrowed down to one Sumer Yusuf Sheikh that in the past has done robbery in City Union Bank in Chennai. But how did this robbery actually happen? Constable Santosh Pandurang Jadhav, who was part of the special investigation team, unravels this entire mystery in simple words. Jadhav was not a regular constable. He had actually served Indian Army on a post of cyber forensic expert. And after his retirement, he is giving his services to Mumbai police. Salute, sir. So this is how the theft actually happened. About 7 months before this theft, masterminds did a phishing attack on Cosmos Bank. What is a phishing attack? Phishing attacks are done by sending emails to the bank employees, and if any bank employees click on the link given in those spam emails, that link will send a malware, a software that will run on bank's ATM server. Meaning, masterminds will be able to have access to the ATM server of the bank system if any of the employees open that link. Why this ATM server is absolutely critical? Let me explain to you in a very simple language. When you go to an ATM machine to withdraw your money, you insert your card inside the ATM machine. The first thing the ATM machine does is it looks at your card and tries to identify which is the issuer of this card. If the card has been issued by Visa, then the ATM machine will do first connection with the Visa's network. Then the card will be validated by the Visa network, and also Visa network will check who has issued this card, who is the issuing bank of this card, and then they will connect with the issuing bank's ATM server. In this case, when the ATM transactions were done, Visa was checking with Cosmos Bank's ATM server, and the ATM server or the bank is also connected to the core banking system from where it will get authorization in case it wants to approve any money withdrawal request coming from ATM. It will take the money request approval from core banking system and then will pass it on back to the Visa card issuer, and then from Visa it will go back to the ATM machine, and that's how you withdraw your money. By hacking the ATM server of Cosmos Bank, the intention of the masterminds were very clear. They will disconnect the ATM server with the core banking system of the bank, and bank will not need to authorize any ATM transactions or even SWIFT transactions. And this way, masterminds will easily withdraw the money from ATMs without needing bank's approval. But the biggest problem the masterminds had was how will they get passed through the Visa system to validate the cards. So after hacking the ATM server of the bank, for roughly 7 months, the masterminds planned the entire ATM card cloning process. So these masterminds bought 450 cards of Cosmos Bank from the dark web. Dark web is a market where the card details are traded without revealing your identity. So whenever a bank or credit card companies by mistake leaks their card data, it all ends up into the dark web, and from where fraudsters can go and buy the card details such as card number, expiry details, name, etc. The next thing that these masterminds do is that they clone those 450 cards. They get exactly 450 cards. So they make 450 fake cards which looks exactly like Visa cards. And then these cards are given to Sumer Yusuf Sheikh. The task of Sumer Yusuf Sheikh now is to build an army and distribute these 450 cards to those people who can easily go to ATMs, withdraw the money and give this money back to Sumer Yusuf Sheikh. And for this, Sumer finds out daily wage laborers, people who are in the dire need of money. And what he really tells them is that you will be given a debit card. All you need to do is go to the bank's ATM and you withdraw the money, give the money back to me, and I will give you some commission in the return. These daily wage laborers had no idea about this master plan or the bank's robbery. It took close to 7 months to plan all of these, and also for Yusuf to get his army ready at the right places across multiple states in India and also in some of the foreign countries. And finally the D-Day arrives, Saturday 11th of August, 5 p.m. Everything is perfectly lined up, and at 5 p.m. Masterminds disconnects ATM server of Cosmos Bank with Cosmo Bank's core banking system, and at the same time army of Yusuf Sheikh goes into ATMs and starts to withdrawing the money. And this is where that the customer who had called Cosmos Bank is also one of those people who actually sees very wrong information on the Visa card, because the ATM server is not disconnected with the core banking system, and the masterminds have put some random numbers for the cards that they are accessing the ATM during the Saturday and Sunday. This is how this entire robbery was planned and executed. These masterminds have not been caught even today. People believe that these masterminds may be from North Korea, because North Korea is a country which is the #1 country in cybercrime across the world. Sumer Yusuf Sheikh has also not been caught, and he is on the run right now. But the people that has been caught are the poor daily wage laborers who had no clue about this robbery. And some of those daily wage laborers have been sent to jail for 4 years, 7 months of sentence. But in this entire robbery, Pune police has done commendable job. They have been able to at least solve the mystery of this robbery. They also succeeded in getting close to 5 crores back to the Cosmos Bank. My key takeaway from this robbery is that our money kept in banks may not be 100% safe any longer. And we also need to be extra double extra careful while using our money online because cybercrime has no faces behind it. This is my attempt to bring you slightly different content, and if you liked it, please let me know in the comments because I want to try out different types of content in addition to stocks, mutual funds and personal finance that I share on my channel. Also, I've started a new Hindi channel. You will find the link in the description or the pinned comments. Humble request for you to check it out, and if you like the content, support me over there. With that, I hope to see you in my next video. Until then, keep rocking.